Chapter 5 Fangirls. After they had taken care of the dishes, Manuel went upstairs to get his car keys. He saw Itsuki in the bathroom looking at himself in the mirror, making sure he looked dignified. Manuel just smiled and got his jacket from the spare bedroom. He didn't know why, but he had a strange feeling that something was going to happen tonight and he wasn't going to like it. "Ready to go, you two?" Takumi asked Akio and Reina when they got back downstairs.
Yeah.
Yep, the two replied. "Alright, we're off then, Bunta. We'll be right back in..."
"Actually, I think I might want to go along,"
Bunta said.
"Been a while since I've seen a good race at Akina."
There was a silence. Okay, Manuel said. "Well, we'd better get going." With that, they exited the tofu shop and got in their cars. Later on Mount Akina. As the 8-6, Devil Z, Manuel's Focus, and Reina's R32 drove up Akina, they noticed that a lot of people were packed on the sides of the mountain tonight. It was quite a scene of fans. When they got up to the top, the Takahashi brothers were there with the Night Kids and Team Emperor. As the three cars pulled over, there was a lot of murmurs in the crowd and eyebrow raisers. "Okay, I'll bite. What's going on, Ryosuke?" Manuel asked the elder Takahashi. "Apparently your reputation precedes you," Ryosuke said, as a lot of fans were behind him. "Kyoichi Sudo wants to see your skills. He wants to race with you." Ugh! Manuel sighed. He knew something like this would happen sooner or later.
"Come on, don't tell me you turned chicken, Speedmaster."
Kyoichi taunted.
"Besides, I want to make sure this title's in the hands of someone with pride and not just some lucky punk."
That's when everyone in the crowd went silent. Itsuki and Ikitani started to inch away from Manuel.
"You didn't know?"
Kyoichi said to the crowd.
"This is the Speedmaster from America, Manuel Fernandez!"
And at that moment, all hell broke loose. A lot of high-pitched screams were heard the first moment. The next moment, a large group of young women were streaming from the crowd towards Manuel like kittens after yawn. "Ah, damn it!" Manuel screamed as he was instantly mobbed by the women. They were pulling him every which way. Some were even trying to pull off his clothes. "Help me!" Manuel screamed, trying with futility to get out of the crowd. One of the women yelled with glee, waving the article of clothing around.
"Oh, this is a dream come true!"
Another squealed, smothering Manuel.
"He's a super cute! Fuck off, Bowser, he's mine! Oh, yeah? Well, prove it! Fine, I will! Pucker up, sweetie!"
Manuel panicked on hearing that last comment. "What? No, not that!" he screamed. Akio finally reached into the crowd, and with some reluctant help from Itsuki and Ikitani, managed to pull Manuel out of the crazed mob of fangirls. All while Bunta recorded with the camera, and Reina watched, taking notes. Kyoichi and the Takahashi brothers, along with the Night Kids, were stunned, left blinking. Takumi finally dragged Manuel to his car, to safety, and away from the rabid fangirls.
"Welcome to Japan,"
Bunta said, laughing with a smile as Manuel got in, pointing the camera at him.
How was your fan base, by the way?
Crazy, Manuel said, dazed and dizzy. He then noticed that a tuft of his hair had been cut. One of them actually cut his hair. He prayed it wouldn't be like this everywhere he traveled. It took a few minutes for the Night Kids and Team Emperor to get the rabid crowd under control. Then, finally, Kiyoichi walked up to the window. Manuel rolled it down.
I'm sorry about that. The title does have a bit of a massive effect on car and race fans, especially here in Japan.
Indeed, Manuel replied. So, back on subject, why don't you think I'm worthy of the Speedmaster title?
I didn't say you weren't worthy. Yet.
Kiyoichi explained.
I just want to make sure the title is in the hands of someone who knows respect, and will take this seriously, and not some punk who just got lucky with his tune.
Manuel gave Kiyoichi a look of annoyance, but understood what he meant. Alright, I'll race you, Manuel said. I just hope your Evo 3 is up to the challenge. Kiyoichi scoffed.
This is exactly the attitude I was afraid of. Disrespectful and cocky.
Manuel immediately got angry. Oh, really? Look who's talking! If I recall what Takumi told me about you, this is the same attitude you had with him and the Akina Speedstars, along with the Red Suns, so don't pull this high and mighty crap. Kiyoichi wasn't amused.
You clearly don't know what you're up against, kid. Plus, if Takumi told you everything, you would know my Evo 3 has 350 horsepower and an anti-lag misfiring system. I highly doubt this glorified piece of fruit can compete with that.
Manuel hated it when people insulted the car his brother had built. Now it was personal. You'd be surprised at what's inside this glorified piece of fruit, Kiyoichi, Manuel replied coldly. Or better yet, I'll just show you. He popped the hood, got out of the car, and lifted the hood to reveal the supercharged V8 camera crate engine. Kiyoichi's eyes widened in surprise. The crowd that could see the engine gasped.
What the hell is that?
Kiyoichi exclaimed. Supercharged V8 camera with 655 horsepower on tap, Manuel said, still angry. A gift from my brother that I had to complete after he died. I completed this car and raced the Speedmaster competition in it to honor him, to keep his name and his good deeds alive. More than one person has put blood, sweat, and tears into this car. I highly doubt you can say the same for that Evo 3 of yours. Kiyoichi was surprised more so at the fact that Manuel could drive a car like that and survive. He could now clearly see why he had beaten Yuya.
Very well. I get what you're getting at. But just because you have 655 horsepower at your disposal doesn't mean you've harnessed all of it to your advantage. I still want to race you and still see if you really have what it takes.
Kiyoichi clearly wasn't about to back down. Manuel sighed, still irritated. Alright, fine. But don't say I didn't warn you.